Namaste, Vande Mataram. My name is Gayatrri, So, am I audible now? Okay, great, great. So, my name is Gayatrri, and today we are together here in order to do the weekly broadcast of the astrological predictions. And to make this more fruitful, we have our regular astrologer, Acharya Shri Vikram Maharaj ji. So I'll just bring him on the screen. Namaskar, Vikramadity ji. Yes, yes. So kindly unmute yourself. Unmute yourself.
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Namaste.
Namaste.
How has the week been?
Yeah, it's been good.
Great, great, great. I hope all our audiences and all our viewers also have had a lovely week. And let's just see how this entire week is going to be. The stage is yours. Kindly help us with the prediction for this entire week.
Okay. So we are going to see the weekly prediction from 23rd. Okay, that is from tomorrow till 29th. Okay. First, we will look at the Rashi Fal for Mesh Rashi. Okay. And for Mesh Rashi, it's a good week, especially if they are running a good dasha. They will be having a very good health, and they will be having a good time in business and job. And those who are doing business, they will have good profit also. And people who are born in Mesh Rashi, who have the yoga for going to a foreign job, for settlement in foreign countries, they can try for foreign settlement this week, okay, in the coming week. So, but the main thing is they should have that yoga for foreign settlement in their birth chart, and they should be having a related dasha which is running right now. Okay, if they are having that condition, then definitely they can try for foreign settlement. And then, but there will be some people who are having some malefic dashas. They have to be careful about their mother's health, okay, because it can they can have some problems in health for their mothers, okay. And they can also have some um, problems for their father also. And then they have to be careful while talking with their family members, because there is high chance of disputes within the family if they are running a malefic dasha. Okay, so this is for Mesh Rashi. Then comes Rishabh Rashi. For Rishabh Rashi people, if they are running a good dasha, they will be having good health, and they will be having good time in business, and they will be making a lot of profits if they are running a good dasha. Okay, but if they are running a bad dasha, they will their profits in business will get affected this week. Okay, they need to be careful. And then they have to be careful while interacting with their spouses if they are running a malefic dasha. Okay, this is for Rishabh Rashi. Then you have Mithun Rashi. For Mithun Rashi people, they have to be careful in their workplace. They have to avoid any kind of office politics, because right now they will be going through some some tricky situations in their workplace. So they have to be careful, and they should try their best to avoid any fights in the workplace. And already this week is already starting with a Chandrashtama. Okay, they are right now they are running a Chandrashtama today. Sorry. not Mithun Rashi, it's for Kark Rashi. Sorry, I just got a little bit confused. Okay, already they had a Chandrashtrama last week. Okay, so they must have had a very bad time this week. I mean the last weekend. Okay, but but still, even though Chandrashtama is over, they have to be careful in their workplace. Okay, and they have to be careful about their father's health also. Okay, and the spouse's health. Their health can get affected if they are running a bad dasha. Okay, this is for Mithun Rashi. Next comes Karka Rashi. For Karka Rashi, they have to be careful about their mother's health if they are running a bad dasha, malefic dasha. Okay, especially in the next 2 3 days, they have to be very very careful. And especially on 22nd, 23rd, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. Okay, so 3 days they will be having Chandrashtama. Okay, it's like 22nd and 23rd. They'll be having Chandrashtama, so they have to be very careful while driving on the road, and they have to be careful while dealing in financial transactions. Okay, and then they have to think twice before reacting to anything which people say to them. Okay, because Karka Rashi people are very sensitive, and they may overreact, especially if they understand, misunderstand what other people say. Okay, so that is one thing, and then they have to be careful while talking. Also, they have to be careful in their selection of words while talking with others. Okay, this is for Karka Rashi, and as I told you, next 3 days is going to be very tough for Karka Rashi people. Okay, for Shim Rashi people, they have to be careful on 24, 25, 26. Okay, that is a very difficult time for them. And apart from that, even on the other days, if they are if the Sim Rashi people whoever are going through a malefic dasha, they have to be careful. They should not be them and praise them unnecessarily. They have to be careful, because if they are running a malefic dasha, they can be easily they can easily be taken for a ride by wrong people. Do you understand? They can be easily misguided by cunning people. So Simarashi people, they have to be very careful this week, and especially the other people who are passing through malefic dashas, they have to be careful for the entire week. Okay, and for Shimrashi people, they have to be careful on 23rd, 24th, 25. Okay, and then comes Kanya Rashi. For Kanya Rashi people, the end of the week, they have Chandrashtama, so they have to be careful in the second half of the week. But apart from that, they have to be careful while interacting with their spouse. Okay, because if they are running a good dasha, it won't be very bad for them. But if they are running through a malefic dasha, they can have fights with their spouses, or if they are not having fights, the health of the spouse can get affected. Okay, so they have to be very careful. And even children's health can have some minor problems. It won't be very serious. Children can have some minor problems. Okay, so that is for Kanya Rashi. Okay, so they have to be careful in the like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have to be very careful, like in the end of the week. So this is for Kanya Rashi. Then comes Tula Rashi. For Tula Rashi people, if they are, it's a quite good week, because if they are running a good dasha, they will be having a very good health, and even their business will be going well, and there will be happiness in the family, definitely. But if they are passing through bad dashas, they can have fights in the family. Okay, and spouse's health can get a little bit affected. Either it can be a health problem, or it can be some kind of fight. Okay, so they have to be a little bit careful about this. And then this is for Tula Rashi. And then comes Vrishik Rashi. For Vrishik Rashi people, it's a quite decent week. Okay, like unless they are running a very, if they are having a bad birth chart, and if they are running a very bad dasha, uh, uh, only those people will be suffering. Otherwise, majority of Vrishik Rashi people will be having a decent week. Okay, and especially if they are having a good dasha, they will be having happiness in the family. They will be having, they will get some good name in the society also. They will get good recognition uh, and uh, and rewards in the rewards. And at same time, if they are if they are running through a bad dasha, then there can be fights with the spouse, or the spouse can get some health problems. Okay, it won't be very serious, but it can be minor health problems. Otherwise, if they are not running through a bad dasha, then nothing to worry. Okay, and there will be some minor problems even for the children also. Okay, so this is for the Vrishik Rashi. Then comes Simha Rashi. Sorry, Dhanush Rashi. For Dhanu Rashi, they have to be careful about their mother's health. Okay, and they have to be careful about their father's health also. Okay, if they are running through a bad dasha, their parents' health can get affected, and even children's health can get affected also. Okay, and they have to be careful while talking with their spouse. Okay, so this is for Dhanu Rashi. Then comes Makar Rashi. For Makar Rashi, there can be if they are running through a bad dasha, their children's health can get a little bit affected. Okay, uh, it can depending on how bad the dasha is, it can, the children's health problem can either be little bit serious or it can be too serious. Okay, it depends on the individual birth chart, but overall they have to be careful about their children's health. But financially they'll be good. Okay, financially there's no problem. They'll be in a very good situation. And then comes Kumbh Rashi. For Kumbh Rashi people, it's a quite decent week if they are running through a good dasha. Okay, if they are running some kind of a bad dasha, there can be some minor health problems. They can get some water related health problems. Okay, uh, it can be like a sinus problem or some kind of cold or anything. I mean, it's not very serious also. Okay, but they have to be careful about their mother's health a little bit. Okay, and this is for Kumbh Rashi. Then comes Meen Rashi. Meen Rashi is a very good week unless they are running a bad dasha. Okay, if they are running a good dasha, they will be having a very good time in this week. Like they will be having good health. They will be having good income in the business also. Okay, but if they are running some kind of bad dasha, there can be some unwanted expenditure. I mean, unwanted expenditure can happen. Okay, so this is for Meen Rashi. So the people who have to be careful is like Karka Rashi. They have to be careful in the Karka Rashi and Sim Rashi. They have to be careful in the first half of the week. Okay, and the Kanya Rashi people have to be careful on 24, 25, 26. Okay, and the Tula Rashi people have to be careful on the weekend. I mean, like Sim Rashi and Kanya Rashi and Tula Rashi have to be careful in the second half of the week. Okay, yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Hello.
Thank you. Am I audible? I hope I'm audible. Am I audible? Am I audible? I hope I am. Vikramji, am I audible? Am I audible?
Gayatri?
Am I audible? No?
Is
So am I audible
we will
now?
talk about Mandi. Okay. For Mandi, you might have heard about Mandi. Okay. In some astrology chart, yeah. Oh, sorry. So- Yes, 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 yes. Oh, wait. Yes, yes. Okay. 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 By
Okay. Am
mistake,
I
I
audible?
muted. Yes.
Yep, yep. So I'm
Actually, by
saying that
mistake, I muted the
for the
mic,
first half of the week, Karka
and
and Simha.
it's reacting a little bit slow. And okay, yeah. So, shall we talk about Mandi now? Can you hear me? I mean, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
No, I can't hear.
Audience, please do let me know if you can hear me.
I can't hear you.
Viewers.
I think you
Yes, please
muted the
continue
mic. I
with
think.
Mandi.
Just check.
Please continue with Mandi. Continue with
Can you hear
Mandi.
me?
I can.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, you have to be careful. For right now, Karka Rashi, they are having Chandrashtam already. It will be over tomorrow. From tomorrow onwards, Sim Rashi has to be careful. Hmm. Okay.
We are not able to hear you, Vikramadity.
Okay. Uh, in many astrology apps, you would have, when you generate a birth chart, you would have seen notation. Just like other planets, you will be seeing you will be seeing a marking of yes, yes. If you use astrology apps, when you generate a birth chart, you will see some marking called Mandi. Okay, it will be along with other planets. Okay, I'll just tell you what it is. It is one of the upagrahas. Okay, upagrahas are nothing but they are not real planets, they are imaginary astronomical points. These imaginary astronomical points can have some negligible that you don't usually take them seriously. Mandi.
Um, I think we're not able to hear this network went off. So anyway, we'll have Guru who is at the backstage, and we will have him adding to this field. Okay, okay, we are able to get Vikramaditya ji. Yes, Vikramaditya ji.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
We can,
Can you hear
but
me?
voice is coming with a lag.
Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. So there are each planet has upagraha. Okay, like they are not, they are just imaginary astronomical points. Okay, which are mathematically derived. They are just like Rahu and Ketu. You don't find Rahu and Ketu as a real planet. Okay, you don't find any celestial objects with the name Rahu or Ketu. They are just astronomical points, which but they are very capable of eclipsing the effect of other planets. Okay, that is why those two astronomical points are very powerful. Okay, comparatively these upagraha points are not that much powerful. They give effect, but it is very negligible, and that is the reason we don't include them in the horoscope. Okay, but among the upagrahas, Mandi is most powerful. Okay, powerful enough to be included in the birth chart. And Mandi is the upagraha of the Mandi. Okay, when during Ramayana, before the time of Ramayana, born only during the time of Ramayana. What happened was Ravana had defeated the Devas. He had conquered all the worlds. So during that time, what happened? Ravana imprisoned all the 9 planets. Okay, and it was the time when his son Indrajit was about to take. That was the time when Indrajit was about to be born. So what Ravana did to represent the 9 planets, what he did, he ordered the 9 planets to be in certain positions, which would prevent the death of Indrajit in future. Okay, and that is going against the divine law. Okay, according to the law, I mean law of nature, no human being should be immortal. So what happened? Saturn, Shani Dev, what he tried to do, when Ravana did not notice, he tried to move a little bit towards the border of the next Rashi. Okay, um, so that Indrajit also has a normal death, just like other human beings. But Ravana sensed it, and he cut off Shani Dev's leg. Okay, a part of his feet, it was detached, and that part of his Shani Dev's feet became Mandi. Okay, so what happened? That Mandi, it came to the eighth house from the Lagna of Indrajit's chart. Okay, it came to the sign which is the eighth house from Indrajit's Lagna. So what happened? Even though Indrajit was unbeatable and all those things, he still had to die at a very early age. Okay, so usually what happens when Mandi is in eighth house, they face people, I mean, some life-threatening situation at a very early age. Okay, and if they are not blessed with a long life, they can die young. Okay, so we have to check other planets also. You have to check the whole chart whether the person will die early if the Mandi is in eighth house. Okay, usually what Mandi does is it usually spoils the significance of the house where it is sitting in the birth chart. Okay, but there are some exceptions, like if Mandi is in third house, or if Mandi is in sixth house, or If Mandi is in 10th house or 11th house, then Mandi will give good results. Otherwise, it will spoil the signification of the house where it is sitting in. And usually, when that and it is not lifelong effect. It happens only in when the lord of the house where Mandi is sitting is running the dasha. For example, if Mandi is in Mesh Rashi, then you will face the effect during Mangal Dasha. Okay. If Mandi is in Kanya Rashi, then you will experience the effect of Mandi during Mercury Dasha, Buddha Dasha. Okay, so this is how Mandi operates. Okay, usually when you are running the Dasha of the planet in whose house Mandi is sitting, definitely you will face some problems. Those problems will be related to the house where Mandi is sitting. Okay, for remedy for Mandi is there is a short mantra. Gulikaye namaha. Gum gulikaye namaha. Sorry, Gum kulikaya namaha. Okay, and there is one Gayatrri. Mandatmajaya vitmahe rakta netraye dhimahi tanno kulika prachodayat. Okay, so this is the Gayatrri of Mandi. The time to chant it will be just after the sunrise of Saturday, time in the entire week. So this is about Mandi. And for that, there are two temples where Mandi has worshipped. Okay, and both the places where those temples are situated, they both have the same name. Okay, both the villages are known as Tiruvalangad. The names of those two villages where these temples are situated, they both are known as Tiruvalangad. One Tiruvalangad is 80 kilometers from Chennai. It's approximately 80 kilometers from Chennai, and you have local trains, suburban trains, which go to Arakonam. If you are going through that suburban train, you can reach the nearest station to the temple. And there is another Tiruvalangadu, which is on the Kaveri Delta region. It is on the bank of river Kaveri, and it is on the midpoint between Kumbakonam and Mayiladuthurai city. Okay, it is 20 kilometers from Kumbakonam and approximately 20 kilometers from Mayiladuthurai. Okay, in the first temple, which is near Chennai, there is a Shivling which was installed and worshipped by Mandi. Okay, you can, while going around the main sanctorum sanctum, you will find it. Okay, you will find it the east. It will be in the northwestern direction. Okay, the northwestern corner of the. You have to ask the priest if you are unable to locate it, because it's it's slightly hidden from the open. The second temple, I told you, it is between Kumbakonam and Mayiladuthurai. Okay, and you can easily reach that town. It's a small village only. Okay, you can easily reach that village either from Kumbakonam or Mayiladuthurai. Okay, or whichever bus is going through these towns, you can easily visit the second temple. In that temple, behind the Sanctorum Sanctum, there is a idol of Lord Shiva and Parvati, and there is a idol of Mandi praying in front of Shiva and Parvati. Okay, you will find Mandi in a idol form. It's a very rare sculpture which you will not find anywhere else. Okay, so if you want to do remedy for these two temples, you can go to these two temples. And apart from that, there is also that temple's deity is known as Mandishwara. Okay, but the legend of the temple says that Shani Dev worshipped Lord Shiva. Okay, Shani Dev did tapas there, and he installed that temple. He installed that Shivaling, which later became that Mandishwara temple. So it is in Rajamundri district. You can search in Google. Uh, I'm not sure whether Mandi prayed there, but definitely Shani Dev had prayed there. Okay, so if you want to do any Shani Mandishwara temple, I don't remember that town name, but it is in West Godavari region. Okay, it is near, very close to Rajamundri. So you can go to Rajamundri and you can find out from there, because it's a very famous temple in Andhra Pradesh. I have not gone there, but anyway, I heard a lot about it. So this is for about Mandi. Back to you, Gayatri.
Okay, thank you so much. There is very little information available outside. Basically, what we intend to do in this particular platform, because this is for the first time even I have heard about Mandi. So when you say the stage is yours, please take it forward. We will listen, and I'm sure the audiences will have questions, which will indirectly answer to my questions also. So yes, we'll go ahead with it. And right now, with your due permission,
Okay.
we will include a Guruji also in these mantra details.
Yes.
Thank you. Welcome, Guruji.
Sambho Mahadev. How are you? How are you,
Mahadev.
Didi?
Thank you.
And my
So,
dear friends, yeah, go ahead, Didi. I'm listening.
I just wanted to you and kindly take over.
Okay. So, my dear friends and my dear subscribers. So, from this week, I am planning to start Lokapala series. So, what are Lokapalas? Okay, Lokapalas are otherwise known as Dikpalas, the guardians of each and every direction. Okay, so technically we have 10 directions. Okay, so east, south, west, north, and you have the upadashas, that is starts from southeast, southwest, north, west, and then northeast, right? And above and below. So 10 directions. So what are these lokapalas doing, and what are the main responsibility of the lokapalas is they are actually controlling each and every phenomenon of uh, life, okay, or the universe. Any creature, they want to achieve something. These are the deities, or these are the protectors and the guardians, and each has been assigned to do a particular role in this entire cosmos. So we'll start with the first one. The first one we are going to start today will be Indra. Okay. So Indra, as you might have seen in the serials, and you might have heard about the katha, harikathas, and things like that. But in reality, Indra is, as you know, that he's a Devaraja, he's the king of gods, devas, I mean demigods, and he actually rules over all the legions of Gandharvas, Devas, and the other uh, species that are affiliated towards the good. Okay. So, what is the benefit of doing a upasana of Indra? As you know, anybody who does the puja, okay, who are having a yantra and then doing the puja. So obviously they will be doing the Dikpala puja, but not in a Vistara form, but in a very concise form. So they'll say Indraya Namaha, Agnaya Namaha, etc. But if you do the puja of each and every Lokapala, okay, in a in a very specific manner, you will achieve a lot of success in your life and the domestic problems, especially Indra means authority. Indra means bala. Indra means sovereignty. Indra means prosperity. Okay. So this is the mantra which I'm going to give you, which is Om Im Indraya Namaha. Let me repeat it. Om Im Indraya Namaha. So anyone who does this mantra, okay, who does the mantra chanting at least 108 times, okay, in a particular day, he will be getting assured things that are like the promotions in his life, and he will be moving towards prosperity in his life. Physical Physically he will be gaining more prowess, and when it comes to any competitions or anything, he will be successful. So the mantra is again Om Im, I am Im Indraya Namaha. You missed the Mukhya
So
Bijakshara.
I have written IN. Is that correct or incorrect?
You, let me just put it in the chat. Im
Yes, please.
Indraya Namaha. Hope you got it. So while you are meditating on Indra, you have to meditate on a being who is seated on a white elephant, okay, wearing yellow color garbs, and then having Vajrayudha in his hands and with 1,000 eyes in his body, and then he is blessing you. So this is the meditation that you're doing. Especially this will help for people who are actually trying for promotions, who are having marital problems, and who are especially having problems with their bosses. Okay, so this will help you in getting more favors from the topmost authorities, and especially
Great.
who are having cases pertaining to properties, etc. And this is for you, right? So keep chanting, and any doubts, any questions, please write to us. And if you still have any need any clarity, please do go ahead and then write it in the comment section, and we will be answering your questions as well. And
Right.
before I take a
So I
leave,
have one question.
yeah, go ahead.
While we are chanting this, how many times in a day, or what should be the intensity, or any particular god, goddess that we need to invoke in?
These are actually Dikpalas which are who are ever present. Okay, these are the Dikpalas who are ever present. So all that you have to do is, once you take bath, okay, before you start the work, just face east. It's not that you have to be like having a mala ferna hai. Aisa kuch nahi hai. On a general note, I'm saying, at least if you once you're done with your bathing, and once you're all ready, just go to face east, and then just do a namaskar, and then say Om Im Indraya Namaha. And if you really want to do it as a sadhana, okay, and you are saying that I don't have time, then I would say 108 is the expected one. If not, you can do 54. If not, at least 27. All right. The best minimum is 27. Madhyam hai 54, and uttam hai 108. But if we don't have time, right, in that case you can do the jap. Okay, so you can do that and you can continue carry on with your day's work. And this is applicable for all mantras, I'm saying, because nowadays we have to rush and we don't find time for doing the meditation, all these things. It's just that, if you just go ahead and then worship the dikpalas, if you start worshipping the dikpalas, then you can see, because all these sadhanas require most time, most concentration, dedication, and the other stuff, right? You have to give the attention. But for dikpalas, since they are ever present and they are a witness for whatever we are doing, so honoring them will help you solving all your domestic problems.
Okay,
So
that's
it's
nice.
like getting the basics right.
Ah,
So before I take a leave, I just want to let you all know two things. Number one, we will be taking callers in the upcoming weeks. We are planning to take callers for Vikramji. All right. And second news is anybody who's interested in songs, bhajans, and things like that, I would say please do visit our playlist section. Okay, you can go through a lot of beautiful songs and rendered by our beloved Didi. So, and also we may, okay, if time permits, we may start Didi may start her classes in singing tutorial, etc. So with this, I would like
fantastic.
to take a leave. Thank you,
Yes,
Didi.
thank you
Thank you,
so
viewers.
much. Thank you.
Please like,
Thank you.
share,
Thank you.
subscribe, and do comment. Thanks.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll just take this stage for if we have questions or live callers. If they come in very good, the stream was successful, because then people who do not have any questions, that is how we would want to go ahead with it. So we have one question from Hazrat Yafurji. He's saying, why yoga? If it is yoga, why Rama is Rama? So when I'm saying Ram, even Rama. So how it in Hindi, in Devanagari, it is Rama without the halank. Okay, whenever there is this halank, that means we need to stop. It is like tin, not tin up. It is tin, spoon. You finish it off. But when we Ram, there is no halank after ma. So that is the reason it is called Rama. Rama is the right way of pronouncing. Whereas if you say Ram, that is wrong. If you say Yog, Yog, right. If you say Yog, that's wrong. But if you say Yoga, that is also wrong. If you say Ram, that also is wrong. Okay. So this is about Indian phonetics and our beauty of Devanagari and Bharatiya script. Okay, so this is how we do it. I hope absolutely, absolutely, Hazratji, absolutely. So Infinity D is saying that there's a lot of colic problem. Please try this method Om Im Indraya Namaha with the intensity which it requires. Thereafter, I'm sure you'll find a lot of remedies. And in case you have any queries, any questions, please write to us. We will be able to provide you with the exact remedies, and if at all it's not available with us, at least we will go ahead and check. Right? That's there. Another thing that I would like now to get into is this. Um, I read a few points here. Okay. Sanatani ji wanted to ask me a question. Okay. So should I repeat my question? I'll go back. why, what is Jaydevi ji saying on her channel about you? Well, I'm not on her channel anymore. There were a few differences which cropped up due to some integrity issues which we detected, which I voiced out to support someone else. I did not have any personal issues, but when I see integrity and some inconsistencies, I decided to voice out and support that particular individual. In fact, I was there for 4 or 5 people. I was not even involved into that mess. So yeah, I think you should ask those very people who were there. And in my channel, I do not take anybody's name, but since you are asking, I'm simply responding. And in my channel, or this is actually not even mine, this is actually everybody's. And recently somebody asked, why did you start this channel now? Well, go back to the history. It was started 2009. So yeah, there goes your answer. Dharma Rakshak ji, next question. आपने तो इतनी humble हो, तो फिर जयदेवी जी को ऐसा क्यों बोला? हमने कैसा बोला? आपको humble लग रहा है तो ठीक है, I will take it as a compliment. पर हमने जो बोला नहीं बोला, आपने भी शायद तो आप कृपया उसी हिसाब से रखें. हम लोग यहाँ पे कुछ अच्छे काम करने के लिए आए हैं. Let's get with that. बाकी जो चीजें किसी दो व्यक्ति के बारे में होते हैं या फिर दो पक्ष के बारे में होती हैं, जब तक हम स्वयं उसमें इन्वॉल्व नहीं होते हैं, हमें नहीं पता होता है. समय दीजिए, क्या पता फिर आपको भी समझ में आए, है ना? अभी इसके पश्चात मैं इस विषय पे बिल्कुल बात नहीं करना चाहती. जिनके मन में जो भी है तो आप लोग वैसे रखिए और अनुसंधान कीजिए, है ना? So that is right. Yes, Hazrat. Ram, we don't even put that halank after ma. Okay, so that is how we do it. Wonderful. So I hope I have been able to provide clarity to a few questions here. And as far as what I stand for and who I am, and what my stance has been, my work, I would like to have it that way. Thank you. Okay, so Guru also. So we'll go ahead with that. Yes, Guru, I think you wanted to speak about Rama and Ram.
Yeah. So, Hazrat Yafur, I'm back again. So, as I've written, right, the basic understanding is when you are dealing with mantras, okay, mantras are nothing but a sequence and series of sounds, okay. So, if you study the Varnamala and if you study the Swara and Vyanjana, okay, the basic. So, you need to be very clear about the sound, the ucharan, okay. In Hindi, when we are writing it in Hindi, okay, we don't use the small dash or the halak, okay. So what we do is for writing Kumar, we write as Kumar and then we read it as Kumar. But when you are reading Sanskrit, okay, we are using the same Devanagari lipi. Actually, Sanskrit is written in 2 different lipis, which most of us we don't know. But just for your information, I'm just sharing. Sanskrit is generally It is written in Devanagari Lipi and Grantha Lipi. The South Indian people use Grantha Lipi to write Sanskrit, and North Indians use Devanagari Lipi to write in Sanskrit. So the basic instruction is, when you are writing in Sanskrit, when you're reading in Sanskrit, you read exactly what you write, and you write what exactly, what how do you pronounce, you write it. If you don't do it, then what happens, the other person who reads your whatever it is written in the book, he will end up making a lot of mistakes. So we have to be very clear when we are writing certain letters, even in letters, because अर्धमात्रा, ये सब कुछ है ना, it has a meaning, it has a meaning, and it has a उच्चारण का जो you know,
I'm not able to hear. There's some audio problem.
I lost you.
Yeah, please repeat.
So I was about to say, in the ancient times, whatever we used to say, or how do we generally speak, we write the same thing, so that the reader, okay, who is trying to read what the content is, they should not be getting confused. So forget about how you are writing and how you are using it in the normal Hindi, right? You write Kumar, you write Ram, and then you pronounce it as Ram, or you write it as Yoga. Okay, it's not Yoga. Okay, or it is not Rama. Okay, it is Rama, right? So when you say Rama, then you have to write it like Rama. But when we are reading Rama, we read it as Ram. Shouldn't do that. You have to write, you have to read, and you have to write, it should be similar. That's all I have to say.
Great, great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We all needed this clarity, and this keeps popping up all the time, because this yoga days celebration, many people say, they tell each other, don't say yoga, don't say yoga, only say yoga. So yeah, I would like to say it is not yoga, it's not even yoga, but it is yoga. Okay, so I think this is where we need to make the differences. And also, it's not Rama, it is not Ram, it's Ramu. Okay. Yes, yes, great, great. So I would request all my audiences to kindly put certain things allayed. Please do not bring songs from other channels over here. So this is a satsang kind of a place. Let us do satsang. Okay. If you have any songs, any stories, we are going to start a new series on song series. We will go ahead and do that. Thank you so much, Geeta ji. I saw your message and then I made this change in the camera. So yeah, thank you so much. So yeah, we will do that, and we have a few things in the offing. Let's go ahead. Right now, let me see how many subscribers are there in our channel. Let's just check that, okay? Let's just see. Yeah, 2,305 subscribers we have right now. And we would like to include all of us, all of you are welcome. And we have not removed anyone from our Discord channel. Please meet up with Guru or Vikramaditya, who is already there in our Discords. You all are welcome. You will find all the people's names that you have taken in our Discord channel. We have not removed anyone. So whatever you are listening from them, whatever you're hearing from whosoever, please go back and ask them those questions. We would not be interested in not believe in feeding negative. We do not want to feed in, nor feed any negative energies. We don't. We would rather love them to starve to death, and we would not. We would not provide them the supply of that energy that they are looking for. That is certainly there. Okay. Yes, no more Ji, there's a little problem regarding the internet connection. So, correct. My engineers are always coming here, and even today I have an appointment with the engineers. Right after this particular stream, we would have another one. At around 8 o'clock, we will have an open discussion. And please, again, my ardent request to you not to bring up those matters. Those are for people who are interested in feeding into those energies. We don't want that. Okay, we want to go ahead and wish everyone, one and all, to kindly look into and introspect, and also move on and do good job in life, please. If at all it is in the prarabdha, we will certainly do it, but there is a certain thing called karma. We will do that karma. Please go ahead in your own karmas. Please do not feed in nor be the supply of those kind of energies. That is my ardent request. When we are doing this kind of, when we are dealing with things which is occult, which is energy based, the kind of discussions that we bring in, the kind of things that we allow our ecosystem to pervade, the kind of things that we intend to think about, that will change your entire energy movement. Be very, very careful of what we are listening, what we are talking about, and the company that we keep. Satsanga is very, very, very important. So I leave it to your intelligent decision-making power to do the same. And Hazrat Ji is saying he has a question. I have a live question to ask. I think I shared that link. So why don't you? Okay, let me just share. Please access this and feel free to post your questions. Hazrat Ji, I have sent. Yes. I'm waiting for you, Hazrat Ji. And no more Ji, by the way, this is like wonderful, your intro video is making the ripples in the right way. Absolutely. I'm flabbergasted, and thank you so much. Thank you so much for making that creative piece. I have gone ahead and done that, so really nice. Thank you so much. That is our focus. And we have another channel also, which I will very soon, make public. In fact, it is already there, but I'll just link it to this channel so that you see the kind of work that we are doing. We are also making one Gaushala. Not only one, it's actually like 2-3 Gaushala being made right now. One is in Assam, another one is in Mumbai, not exactly Mumbai, Jalgaon, in Maharashtra. Then the third one is. So 3 Gaushalas are being made by us, and now. So yes, work on the ground, giving self-defense training to people, and working in the mandirs and temple association. So just associations, even the smaller temples which require some maintenance, some help and support. So we are working on those grounds also. So basically a spiritual and cultural work that we are doing. You're also teaching people yoga, and we are giving the counseling, free counseling. During Corona lockdown period, we were able to provide counseling service. हमने बहुत सारे लोगों को कम से कम you can say करीब 200-250 लोगों को मैं अकेले ही मैंने किया था, और सारे लोगों ने रिकवर। वी हैड लाइक 100% का रेट। जिन जिन लोगों को हमने काउंसलिंग किया वे एकदम बिना किसी असुविधा के वे रिकवर हुए। बहुत सारे करवाया, प्राणायाम करवाया, फिर षट कर्म करवाए, तो इससे बहुत लोगों को मदद मिली रिकवर होने के। करना हुआ एक बार, इट वाज अ रिप्राइजल आफ्टर, और तीसरा मुझे ओमिक्रॉन हुआ। पर से और जो भी मेरे गुरुओं का आशीर्वाद रहा, उसके कारण मुझे कभी यूं देखा जाए तो 2 रुपए का भी मुझे मेडिसिन की आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ी। आई सर्वाइव टोटली ऑन ये काढ़ा, और जो हमारे अपने घरेलू ये नुस्खे होते हैं, और साथ में योग किए मैंने। तो मैं तो अपनी जीती जागती मैं सबूत हूँ इसकी। आई थिंक वी हैव हजरत जी विथ अस, सो हजरत जी को मैं लाइन पे ले लेती हूँ, है ना। हजरत जी, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर जॉइनिंग अस।
नमस्ते दीदी, कैसे हैं आप?
नमस्ते नमस्ते, मैं बहुत अच्छे, आप कैसे हैं?
मैं बहुत बहुत अच्छा हूँ और आप सबकी दुआ है,
जी,
और मैं बहुत अच्छा कर रहा हूँ अपने जीवन में। और
ऐसे हैं
मैं
आप सदैव।
क्योंकि क्या होता है कि मनुष्य के पास हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ अपने लिए शिकायतें रहती ही हैं, क्योंकि नोबडी इज़ परफेक्ट, है ना। तो जब भी कोई ऐसा अवसर मिलता है कि हमें कुछ ज्ञान मिल सकती है या हम अपने आप को सुधार सकते हैं, तो वैसे अगर मौके आते हैं तो मैं उसे ज़रा भी छोड़ना पसंद नहीं करता हूँ। और क्योंकि आज बहुत अच्छा डिस्कशन चल रहा है आपके द्वारा और गुरु जी के द्वारा, तो मैंने सोचा कि चलो कुछ अपनी बात भी रखी जाए और कुछ सीखा जाए, क्योंकि मैं आई एम जस्ट ए लर्नर। हालांकि मैं काफ़ी प्रोफेशनली आई एम हिप्नोथेरेपिस्ट, और मैं सोशल वर्क के थ्रू जितने भी जो नशाखोरी वाले जो काम करते हैं, खासकर जेलों में मैं जा कर के जो कैदी हैं उनके लिए मैं हिप्नोसिस के सेशंस अरेंज करवाता हूँ, और कोशिश करता हूँ कि नशा मुक्ति अभियान में मेरा योगदान रहे। तो ये मैं पिछले 4 से 5 साल से कर रहा हूँ।
अरे वाह,
और उसके जी, तो
बहुत अच्छी
हिप्नोसिस
बात है।
मैंने हाँ, हिप्नोसिस मैंने बहुत पहले सीखा था, लगभग जब मैं 16 साल का था, तब से मतलब मेरी जैसे कि हम लोग एस्ट्रोलॉजी पे विश्वास करते हैं, तो मेरी
हम्म,
कुंडली कुछ ऐसी बनी हुई है कि मेरी जो लाइन है ना वो इसी तरीके का है। तो इसमें
अच्छा,
सम्मोहन क्रिया और हिप्नोसिस जिसको हम कहते हैं, या अपन संस्कृत में सम्मोहन क्रिया कहते हैं, तो इस ये मेरा पूरा लाइन रहा है। तो मैं
ओके,
काफ़ी कुछ इंटरनेशनली भी जो है जा चुका हूँ अपने प्रोग्राम देने के लिए। और कोरोना के पहले मेरा बहुत बड़ा सेंटर हुआ करता था रायपुर छत्तीसगढ़ में। तो
अच्छा,
कोरोना की वजह से हमने सेंटर बंद करवा दिया। पूरा 2000 स्क्वायर फीट का हमारा एक हॉल था,
अच्छा,
वहाँ हम कुंडलिनी जागरण का भी काम कराते थे और हिप्नोसिस भी सिखवाते थे अच्छे कर्मों के लिए।
हम्म,
मतलब सेल्फ हिप्नोसिस करवाते थे, जैसे अनिद्रा हो गया, स्ट्रेस हो गया, जो भी ऐसे जो चीज़ें होती हैं जिसमें हमें अपने आप को कंट्रोल करना है, तो ये सारी चीज़ें मैं आज भी लोगों को करवाता हूँ अगर कोई आता है। और इसका मैं किसी से कोई एक पैसा चार्ज नहीं लेता हूँ,
हाँ,
इट इज़ टोटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट ऑन अ सोशल
जी,
वर्क बेसिस। तो मैं एक्चुअली सर से ये पूछना चाह रहा था, क्योंकि उन्होंने बताया कि जो साउथ की जो संस्कृत है और जो नॉर्थ की संस्कृत है, उसको उच्चारण करने में थोड़ा बहुत डिफ्रेंशिएशन मिलता है हमें, ठीक है। तो क्या मैं ये जानना चाहता हूँ, क्या मैं जान सकता हूँ कि क्या रिजल्ट में भी ऐसा फ़र्क आता है? सपोज़ जैसे मैंने कोई मंत्र का उच्चारण किया, तो मंत्र का उच्चारण ज़रूरी है कि भाव ज़रूरी है? ये मेरा सवाल है।
जी, देखिए ये दोनों का मिला-जुला प्रभाव रहता है। मैं ज़रा ये लीड्स खोल लेती हूँ। मिला-जुला प्रभाव रहता है, क्योंकि जो मंत्र होता है, मंत्र तो पूरी तरीके से आपकी प्रोनाउंसिएशन पे जाता है। आप उस कर रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर बहुत अधिकतर उसके ही ऊपर अम, मैं कहूँगी कि महत्व दिया जाता है। क्योंकि
जी,
पहले आप देखिए हमारे जितने भी मंत्र हुआ करते थे, वो लिखित रूप से नहीं होती थी। वो सब श्रुति या स्मृति ऐसे ही होती थी, है ना? तो वो
जी,
मुख से, जो वाणी से ही केवल जाती थी। तो हमारे जो थे, अभी भी जो लोग ट्रेडिशनली इस बात को जो पारंपरिक रूप से जो सीखते हैं, कोई नोटबुक लेकर नहीं पढ़ते हैं। वो अपने गुरु से रोज उनको बोला जाता है, वो बोलो ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः। अभी देखिए ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः को भी कैसे गाते हैं लोग, ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यम भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि, ऐसे करके कहते हैं ना। लेकिन जो हमें सिखाया गया है वो इस प्रकार से है, ओम भूर्भुवः स्वः वरेण्यम भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो प्रचोदयात्, इस प्रकार से। ठीक है। ठीक उसी प्रकार से जैसे भोजन मंत्र होता है, उसको कैसे बोलते हैं जनरली, ओम सहनाववतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहे, ऐसे तेजस्वी नावधीतमस्तु मा, ऐसा करके। ठीक है ना। लेकिन हमें कैसे सिखाया गया है, जो अगर आप परंपरा से आप देखेंगे तो कैसे सिखाते हैं, ओम भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ओम शांति शांति शांति। तो इसमें आपके कहाँ पे आपको, एक होता है उदात्त, एक होता है अनुदात्त, एक होता है स्वरित। तो आपको कहाँ पे उसको नीचे रखना है, कहाँ स्वर को नीचे रखना है, कहाँ स्वर को थोड़ा खींचना है, और कहाँ एकदम स्वरित एकदम जोर से खींचना है, इसके बहुत प्रभाव पड़ता है, क्योंकि आप श्वास उसी प्रकार से लेते हैं और आपके जो सेंटिमेंट्स है वैसे ही जाती हैं। उसका यदि आप दैनंदिन रूप से उसी प्रकार से प्रैक्टिस करेंगे तो ऑब्वियसली आपका लाभ आपको मिलेगा ही। परंतु इसका अर्थ नहीं है कि आपको लाभ नहीं मिलेगा यदि आपने थोड़ी भी गलती से आपने। तो एक बात ये भी है कि अगर कुछ ऐसे जैसे कि मान लीजिए गायत्री मंत्र अत्यंत शक्तिशाली मंत्र होती है। मेरा नाम गायत्री है ठीक है, पर गायत्री मंत्र शक्तिशाली होती है। तो उसमें यदि आप लोग इस प्रकार से करेंगे, अगर आप गलती करते हैं तो ये भी ऐसा प्रतीत हुआ है और हमारे सामने है, जिससे कि लोगों में बहुत सारी समस्या भी आई है, क्योंकि उन्होंने सही ढंग से उसका उच्चारण नहीं किया। मेरे बीच अभी हमारे मंच पे गुरु हैं, तो मैं उनको भी ऐड कर देती हूँ। वे इसके ऊपर और भी अधिक आपको इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर करेंगे। ठीक है जी। जी गुरु प्लीज गो है।
गुरु जी प्रणाम।
शंभो महादेव। कैसे हैं हजरत?
महाराज मेरा नाम नीलेश गुप्ता है। तो वो हजरत या पूर्व मैंने कुछ एक्स मुस्लिम हमारे जो जिसके लिए हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं, ग्राउंड वर्क कर रहे हैं, उसकी वजह से हमने ये आईडी रखा हुआ है। वैसे मेरा नाम नीलेश गुप्ता है।
नीलेश जी नमस्कार, शंभो महादेव।
महादेव
आप हसरत भी हो, फिर भी यदि आप हसरत हो फिर भी मैं वही बोलता, शंभो महादेव।
बिल्कुल
ठीक है,
बिल्कुल, वो तो हमारे
ठीक है।
खून में दौड़ता है।
तो आपने जो सवाल पूछा, करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम रॉन्ग, आपने पूछा क्या मंत्र जाप करने के लिए भक्ति ही काफी नहीं है क्या, या फिर स्वर और ये ढंग से उच्चारण करना है? ठीक है, ये आपने सवाल पूछा, करेक्ट। एंड सेकंड इज साउथ एंड नॉर्थ का डिफरेंस। मैं एक चीज बोलता हूँ, हिंदी में जो हम हिंदी का जो लैंग्वेज है ना, वो देवनागरी लिपि में लिखते हैं, जरूर लिखते हैं, लेकिन उसमें ज्यादा मिलावट है। तो इसीलिए हम जो शब्द इस्तेमाल करते हैं शुद्ध संस्कृत भी है, और बाकी जो फारसी वगैरह वगैरह लैंग्वेजेस से बोरोड शब्द भी है। ठीक है। और प्राचीन काल से अब तक संस्कृत में जब बातचीत करते हैं, या संस्कृत में आपने कभी संस्कृत मूवीज कभी देखा हो, तो जैसा वे लिखते हैं वैसे ही वो उनका शब्द का उच्चारण भी होता है। आप कृपया प्राइवेट चैट में एक बार देखिए, तो प्राइवेट चैट में मैंने आपको 2 एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ। एक है शब्द विन्यसेत, विन्यसेत
यस,
का,
हाँ जी देख रहा हूँ।
हाँ, ये जो तकार का जो अक्षर है उसको हाफ में काटा गया,
जी
विन्यसेत
जी
अर्धमात्रा, तकार तो अर्धमात्रा है, ये विन्यसेत। आपने ठीक बोला, चैट में आपने ठीक बोला कि इंग्लिश में आप सब कुछ कन्वे नहीं कर सकते, मतलब संस्कृत को अगर आप इंग्लिश फॉन्ट में लिखेंगे तो यू कैन नॉट कन्वे, बिकॉज संस्कृत हैज संस्कृत एंड हिंदी, राइट, दे शेयर द कॉमन अक्षर, so that cannot be used in another language. So similarly, if you look at the second example, मैंने कहा गया वहां पे लिखा है विन्यसेत, विन्यसेत, ये है फर्क, ये डिफरेंस है ना, या ये अंतर आप देखिए, यही है जो जैसे हम लिखते हैं वैसे ही पढ़ते हैं, ठीक है।
तो आपका
हम
आपका एक मिनट सर, मतलब जो करेक्ट, इसमें जो करेक्ट वर्जन है, दिस इज विन्यसेतः,
विन्यसेत,
सेत,
vinyaseth is the correct one, but
द सेकंड वन,
the first one is the correct one, but
सेत, त, ओके,
we when we write in a normal way, when we are writing Ram Kumar, okay, say for example, ये छोटा सा जो हलक है ये हम इस्तेमाल नहीं करते हैं। राम, राम कुमार जब किसी को बोलते हैं ना राम कुमार, एक्चुअली it when we are writing it, we write it as Rama Kumar, Kumar, okay,
ओके,
we
रा,
don't say
राम, आ की मात्रा पहले आएगा,
ra,
रा,
ra,
रा,
ma,
मा,
ma,
ओके ओके, अब
राम,
समझ में
इम का साउंड नहीं आता वहां पे, ठीक
आया,
है,
ओके,
लेकिन म, इट इज सॉफ्ट। आप यदि उसको दीर्घ करेंगे तो रामा, समझ में आया, म और मा,
बिल्कुल
इम का साउंड
बिल्कुल
नहीं है।
बिल्कुल,
लेकिन हम जब नॉर्मली जब लिखते हैं ना, तो हम जब पढ़ते हैं राम, राम को राम, इम साउंड के साथ हम जोड़ देते हैं, यही यही मैं चीज मैं कहने वाला था। और दूसरा, आपने एक बहुत सुंदर सवाल, सुंदर प्रश्न किया था, क्या असर इसके ऊपर दुरअसर पड़ेगा? हाँ बिल्कुल पड़ेगा। मैं आपको 3 ऐसा कहानियां सुनाता हूँ, ठीक है। एक है अष्टावक्र,
आप
उनके
कहानी
पिताजी
तक
ने,
जाए इससे पहले मैं एक उदाहरण देना चाहती हूँ भगवान की, ठीक है, आपकी अनुमति हो तो गुरु?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल,
ठीक ठीक ठीक। तो हम बहुत ही पहले वाले इसमें जाते हैं, ठीक है ना। ये देखिए आप, श्लोक नंबर 18, पहला अध्याय, प्रथम अध्याय का, ठीक है, श्लोक नंबर 18, प्रथम अध्याय का। सौभद्रश्च महाबाहु शंखं दद्मो पृथक पृथक, इसमें पृथक पृथक नहीं बोलेंगे हम, पृथक पृथक, ठीक उसी प्रकार से सघोषोधार्त राष्ट्राणाम हृदयानि व्यदारयत, दारयत, इसमें हलंक है, देखिए आप, हाउ डू आई शो यू, ये देखिए, इसमें हलंक आपको दिख रहा है, तो
जी
हृदय, ठीक है। ठीक उसी प्रकार से नभश्च पृथ्वीं चैव, चैव, मैंने क्या बोला, चैव, चैव नहीं बोला, चैव, ठीक है। तुमुलो व्यनुनादयन, क्योंकि न के बाद फिर हलंक है, जहां पे हलंक है वहीं पे हम खत्म कर देंगे, श्वास एकदम खत्म। और जहां हलंक नहीं है तो हम उसको इसी प्रकार से लेंगे, चैव, चैव, चैवा नहीं, चैवु नहीं, चैव, व्यनुनादयन, ठीक है, व्यनुनादयन नहीं, व्यनुनादयना नहीं, व्यनुनादयन, ओके। तो ये है उसका अंतर। बहुत सुंदर। इसी कारण बोला जाता है कि आप भगवत गीता से आरंभ करेंगे ना, तो अपना
जी
व्याकरण हो ना, शब्दावली हो, अपने जो जिस प्रकार से हम करते हैं, ये संपूर्ण रूप से सब कुछ ठीक हो
तो
जाता है। जी,
गुरु जी, मेरा एक प्रश्न ये था,
आप और
मेरा
कंटिन्यू
एक्चुअली मेरी
कीजिए
शंका,
गुरु जी। मुझे
गुरु जी
लगा
मेरी
कि ये
शंका,
अत्यंत रेलेवेंट है, तो
नहीं नहीं,
इसीलिए
ये
मैंने
आपने
पहले
समझाया,
बोल दिया।
इसके काफी कुछ आपसे मुझे सीखने मिला है। आई एम वेरी मच
हम्म,
थैंकफुल टू यू। गुरु जी, एक चीज ये पूछना था, जैसे आपने बताया कि भाई जो एक्सेंट होता है वो हमें प्योर बिल्कुल हमें उच्चारण करना है, प्रोनाउंस करना है, राइट? देन
हम्म,
व्हाट अबाउट आवर भावा, हम लोग भाव जो हम करते हैं व्हेन वी प्रे टू गॉड, और जब हम
हम्म,
उनके इमेज को अपने सोल में उतारते हैं और
हम्म,
उसके बाद जब हम प्रोनाउंस करते हैं, तो
हम्म,
क्या ऐसा हो सकता है कि मैं अगर कुछ गलत प्रोनाउंस कर रहा हूँ मगर
हम्म,
मेरे भाव सही है, मेरी जो
हम्म,
इंटेंशन वो बहुत सही है और मैं बिल्कुल दिल से उन्हें याद कर रहा हूँ, तो क्या
हम्म।
उसमें फर्क आएगा?
मैं एक चीज पूछता हूँ आपको, अष्टावक्र के बारे में आप जानते हैं ना? अष्टावक्र,
नहीं सर।
अष्टावक्र गीता, अष्टावक्र नहीं जानते?
ओके ओके, हाँ हाँ हाँ,
उनका शरीर में 8 ऐसा वक्र ये हुआ है, मतलब ही वॉज बॉर्न विथ 8, हाउ डू आई पुट इट, लाइक डिफ इसको क्या बोलते हैं, लाइक ही वाज लाइक क्रूक, 8 crooked limbs, okay, his normal limbs were crooked, okay.
अच्छा
अष्टकोण होता है उनका शरीर में, 8
अच्छा
वक्र ये हुआ था। क्यों? गर्भ में जब शिशु है, ठीक है, जब मंत्र का जो गलत उच्चारण और सस्वरित नहीं हुआ, जो सुनकर उसका दुष्प्रभाव इस गर्भ में जो शिशु है उसके ऊपर पड़ा है, ठीक है। तो हम जब मंत्र का सस्वर नहीं उच्चारण करेंगे, उसका प्रभाव है, क्योंकि भाव भक्ति आप कर रहे हैं, भजन आप गा रहे हैं, वो ठीक है, वो अपने जगह ठीक है, लेकिन मंत्र शास्त्र जब आप डील करोगे तो उसके लिए नियम होता है। मैं एक चीज पूछता हूँ, आप प्राणायाम करते हैं ना?
जी
प्राणायाम करते हैं शुरू शुरू में, ठीक है, जो कपालभाति सीखता है तो वो तुरंत ज्यादातर कर देता है, तो क्या उसका उल्टी असर पड़ता है कि नहीं पड़ता? या गलत तरीके से करता है, या कुंभक जब करता है गलत तरीके से करता है तो उसका असर पड़ता है कि नहीं पड़ता?
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल पड़ता
वैसे ही मंत्र शास्त्र भी वैसे ही काम करती है, क्योंकि मंत्र शास्त्र, व्हेन यू आर डीलिंग विथ मंत्रास, मंत्रास एक्चुअली वर्क ऑन योर मनोमय शरीर, ठीक है। सो दैट इज द realm or the field where it starts to work basically, and वहां से it goes to the next level, to the buddhi, and it also acts on your prana and your physical body, gross body, जिसको हम अन्नमय शरीर भी बोलते हैं, ठीक है। तो when you understand the dynamics of mantras, why am I so specific when it comes to, अच्छा आप इम बोलते हैं, जैसे कि मैंने एक एग्जांपल दिया आज, छोटे छोटे मंत्रों का एग्जांपल दिया, ओम इम इंद्राय नमः। क्या हम इम को इंग नहीं बोल सकते? ठीक है। या फिर इन नहीं बोल सकते? बिल्कुल बोल सकते हैं, लेकिन फर्क क्या है, इसका असर क्या होगा, इसके बारे में हमारा पूर्वजों ने बहुत एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करके ही हमको सही रास्ता, सही मंत्र दिया हुआ। तो इट इज ऑलवेज बेटर, इट इज ऑलवेज सेफ टू फॉलो द ट्रेडिशनल वे, बिकॉज क्या है, इन्होंने रिसर्च करके ही हर एक तंत्र शास्त्र का, जो आपने मातृका भेद तंत्र या कामधेनु तंत्र ये सब कुछ पढ़ा है, तो उसमें वर्ण का एक एक अक्षर का वर्णन किया हुआ, एंड हाउ टू प्रोनाउंस एवरीथिंग, इट हैज बीन गिवन बिकॉज दे हैव एक्सपेरिमेंटेड इट, एंड दैट इज हाउ वी आर गेटिंग दिस नॉलेज। विपरीत करेंगे तो क्या बुरे असर होगा, ये एक्सपेरिमेंट करके ही हमको पता चलेगा। क्या उसके लिए हम
जी
तैयार हैं? or do we want to solve the problems right now that we are having in hand? ये सवाल है हमारे पास। और आप तो वृत्रासुर का कहानी जानते हैं, मतलब वज्रायुध का कहानी, हाउ वज्रायुध केम इनटू एग्जिस्टेंस। त्वष्टा ने इंद्र को, विश्वरूप का पिता जो त्वष्टा ने कैसे इंद्र से बदला लेने के लिए वृत्रासुर को जन्म दिया, और वहां पे उन्होंने स्वर में क्या कौन से गलती की, ये आप जानते हैं शायद। तो इसीलिए मैं बोलता हूँ स्वर और अक्षर में जब अब आप मंत्र को उच्चारण करेंगे सही तरीके से करेंगे, बिकॉज भक्ति इज डिफरेंट, भक्ति इज टोटली डिफरेंट, बट when you are dealing with mantras, right, you have to take care of three things. Number one, your breath, your visualization, and तीसरा है उच्चारण. Not all mantras are like you have to be doing it upamshu, right, like vachik. Some can be recited mentally, but for not for all. समझ गए ना?
अच्छा
When
गुरु
you
जी,
want to
मैं
reverberate.
ओके
Go ahead, sir.
मैं एक मंत्र आपके सामने पढ़ रहा हूँ। दिस इज फ्रॉम श्री सुक्ता। तो करेक्ट मी इफ आई एम गोइंग रॉन्ग टिल टुडे, क्योंकि मैंने काफ़ी कुछ तो यूट्यूब से भी देखा है कि इसको कैसे हम उच्चारण करते हैं, और
Hmm.
खुद भी पढ़ करके समझा है, मगर करता ज़रूर हूँ और आई एम गेटिंग बेनिफिटेड फ्रॉम दैट। बट उसके बाद भी कहीं ना कहीं ये रहता है कि बिकॉज आई हैवंट मेड एनी गुरु, और मतलब आई डिडंट गेट एनी गार्जियन कि भाई कैसे करना है। तो मैं जैसा मुझे समझ में आया मैंने वैसा किया है। तो मैं आपको 2 लाइन एक बार जरा सा सुनाता हूँ। करेक्ट मी इफ वेयर रॉन्ग, राइट। ओम हिरण्यवर्णाम हरिणीम
Stop.
सुवर्णरजसयाम।
Stop.
ओके।
हिरण्य वर्णाम। मुझे ऐसा
ओम।
सुनाई दिया हिरण्य वर्णाम।
हाँ
हिरण्य न, कृष्ण का जो न है ना,
हाँ।
स्ट्रेस द न, हिरण्य, ऐसे ही।
ओम हिरण्यवर्णाम हरिणीम सुवर्णरजसयाम चंद्राम हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीजातमेदो। ओम हिरण्यवर्णाम हरिणीं सुवर्णरजस्याम चंद्राम हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीजातवेदो आवह तामावह जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामक्षरपुरुषानहम् अस्य पूर्वामृतमध्यां
पुरुषानहम।
पुरुषानहम् अस्य पूर्वामृतमध्यां हस्तिनाद श्रियं देवी मों हे श्रीमां देवीजुस्तां कां सोस्मितां हिरण्यप्राकारां मर्द्यं ज्वलन्तीं तृप्तां तर्पयन्तीं पद्मे स्थितां पद्मवर्णां तामिहोपहे श्रियं चन्द्रां प्रभासां यशसा ज्वलन्तीं श्रियं लोके देवदुष्टामुदारां तां पद्मिनीमीं शरणमहं प्रपद्मे अलक्ष्मी में न सत्वाम त्वाम वर्णे आदित्य
स्टॉप
वर्णे
स्टॉप स्टॉप स्टॉप
तपसोज्जाल।
स्टॉप स्टॉप स्टॉप। आलक्ष्मीर में, वहां से आलक्ष्मीर में, वहां से
अलक्ष्मी में न सत्वाम त्वाम वर्णे।
नश्यताम सी। ये एक दो इंपॉर्टेंट चीज मैं बोलता हूं आपको। अगर आपको परफेक्ट रेसिटेशन चाहिए तो मैं
जी
आपको एक काम करता हूं, पहले मेरा डिस्कॉर्ड का आईडी देता हूं यहाँ पे
जी
प्राइवेट चैट में, ठीक है?
जी
और कृपया मुझे आप फ्रेंड रिक्वेस्ट भेजिए वहां पे, ठीक है?
जी
तो
जी।
इसको कॉपी कीजिए। एक एक मिनट, मैं अभी भेजता हूँ आपको।
ओके, आई थिंक अभी हम लोग अभी अच्छा सा सत्संग हो गया है और ये अभी 1.5 घंटे के आसपास चला जा रहा है। एंड हजरत यफूर जी, आप बहुत अच्छा लगा, नीलेश जी उर्फ नीलेश जी, कि आप जुड़े
जी
हमारे साथ। और अगले सप्ताह भी हम जुड़ेंगे इसी आशा के साथ। आज का
जी
हम ये सत्र यहीं पे समापन करेंगे।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
जी,
मैं
सदैव
जब
ही
भी
2 बजे।
मौका मिलेगा तो मैं बिल्कुल बात करूंगा उनसे एक बार फिर से।
जी 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 जी, अवश्य अवश्य।
जी जी
मुझे लगता है कि आपके जीपी प्रश्न थे, उसका समाधान आपको मिला होगा, और बाकी जो भी रहेगा आपको डिस्कॉर्ड के अंतर्गत आपको सारा कुछ मिल जाएगा।
बिल्कुल दीदी बिल्कुल। मेरे लायक कोई सेवा हो तो बिल्कुल बताइएगा, मैं भी जुड़ना चाह रहा हूँ। अगर ऐसे
जी
कुछ
जी,
अभियान है
अवश्य।
जिसमें हम कुछ कर सकते हैं तो बिल्कुल मैं तैयार हूँ करने के लिए।
जी जी जी। तो जैसे कि मैंने पहले ही बताया था कि हम लोगों का गौशाला 3 जगहों पे अभी निर्मित हो रही हैं। तो वहाँ के लिए गौ माता की सेवा हेतु आप जिस प्रकार से भी अपनी श्री शक्ति का आप अनुदान देना चाहते हैं, वैसे आप दे सकते हैं। तो गूगल
बिल्कुल
पे
बिल्कुल
है,
बिल्कुल
साथ ही में आपके यहाँ पे एनईएफटी भी कर सकते हैं, ऐसे आप। और इस वीडियो को, यदि आपको लगता है कि इसके कंटेंट अच्छे हैं और इसकी गुणवत्ता अच्छी है, आप चाहते हैं कि जी को भी आना है और आपको करना है, तो ये आप ही का चैनल है। तो इसको कृपया
बिल्कुल
शेयर करें, लाइक करें, और जैसे ये अभी ये वीडियो शेष हो जाता है, उसके बाद आप वापस आकर वहाँ पे कमेंट भी करना है। हाँ,
बिल्कुल 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 किया जाएगा।
ठीक है जी।
चलिए दीदी। ओके दीदी,
जी
थैंक
जी,
यू।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद
जी
आपका।
जी, धन्यवाद धन्यवाद। अच्छा, साथ साथ एक अपडेट दे देती हूँ कि हमारे चैनल के अभी 2400 फॉलो जो सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं ये हो गए हैं। ठीक है जी। जी जी जी। और वो ये एक बार शेयर कर देती हूँ सभी लोगों के लिए कि मेरा स्क्रीन आप देखें। दिस इज लाइक अ ग्रेट थिंग। आप देखिए इसको। और आप लोगों के साथ शेयर नहीं करूंगी तो किसके साथ शेयर करूंगे, है ना? आप ही लोगों का चैनल है ये, देखिए। 2004 हमारे सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं आप लोगों के, इस छोटी सी चैनल का, है ना? धन्यवाद, अच्छा लगता है इस प्रकार के प्रतिसाद देखते हुए। और जीवन में अच्छा काम करिए, अच्छे लोगों के साथ रहिए, अच्छी बातें करिए, अच्छी बातें सुने, और इसी तरीके से ऊर्ध्वगामी होना है। अपने राष्ट्र के लिए अच्छा काम करना है। राष्ट्र यदि हो तो कदाचित वो राष्ट्र है, और जो कार्य राष्ट्र के हित हेतु होगी वो एक आप ही मेरे भी हित में होगी ही। तो अपना, अगर आपके कोई निकट भी लक्ष्य है, उस लक्ष्य को और उसी में यदि हमें थोड़ी काट छाट करनी पड़े राष्ट्र के हित को आगे, तो वो भी हमें कर लेनी चाहिए, क्योंकि जब जब आप राष्ट्र हित के लिए काम करेंगे आपकी अवश्य ही उत्थान होगी। ये एक दैवीय कार्य, ईश्वरीय कार्य में आप सभी लोगों का सहयोग मिलता रहेगा, और हम सब इस कार्य में, इस सत्संग में, विशाल कार्य में हम सब एक साथ मिलकर काम करेंगे। इसी आशा के साथ आज रात को पुनः हम मिलेंगे, तो उस सत्संग में भी आप सभी से मेरे साथ जय हिंद, वंदे मातरम, भारत माता की जय, हम हर हर महा